Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is MythicalSausage. How is everybody doing, man? I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. And today, this is a very special video. We're gonna go ahead and showcase 50 plus Minecraft builds that I've done since the start of 1.14 in this flat world. We're also gonna have a world download in the description if you guys want to download the world and walk around and get some inspiration for yourself. But man, this is gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna reminisce on a lot of builds down this row. Also, we have a lot of new people on the channel, so you guys probably don't know we have a bunch of builds down there. And if you see any that you like, there's going to be a link in the description with a playlist. Go get it, go find it. It's there. We have block for blocks for everything down that row. 50 plus builds. But let's start with this one right here. Now this one right here, this is our very first build. Once we got the 1.14 announcement, this was actually built in a snapshot, and this is our little fox sanctuary, and I love it so much. Let's jump down here and take a little walk around, and this was so cool. I had a bunch of foxes here. I don't know where they went, but there's still some. They're sleeping right there. Check that out. This was so much fun to make. This was actually what inspired me the most. Once 1.14 was announced and we had foxes, I was like, oh man, I gotta build a fox little sanctuary. We have a little cave down here. This fox is sleeping down in the bottom. There they are. Look at how cool, man. This is so awesome. Now this right here, oh, I love this build so much. A little steampunk starter house, and oh man, I love me some steampunk. One of my favorite styles to build in. I got an idea for a couple builds coming down the road with this style in mind. But what do you guys think? This was so cool to make. I love this one. And now we're getting into my favorite style, the medieval style. This one was so cool as well. We also have interior on 99% of the builds in here. So if you guys want to get some interior inspiration, hop on in here and check out the cool stuff we have here, and I'll show you guys how to build all these things. But this block palette right here, the Tudor style with the white and the stripped spruce, oh, so cool, with the stone base, a little stairwell on the side. This was so awesome. I love this build right here. And besides that one, we have this really awesome medieval tower. And if you notice, some of these builds, I actually built two of them. So I decided every once in a while to maybe connect them. So this is actually just one simple tower, and I decided to connect both of them together in the middle with a little bit of a bridge. So you're gonna get some Easter eggs in here that you probably never seen before in a tutorial like this. Connections from two separate buildings into one. And this tower was awesome, but adding them together like this, give you like a little bit of a, it looks like an old drawbridgey feel to it. Oh, that is so awesome. I love that so much. What do you guys think? This one's awesome though. Yeah. I want to make another one. Now right here, we're getting into our walls. This was my favorite wall video. I have another one also on the channel, but this one was the first one I did. It's 8 Minecraft walls you can add to your village, and we have different styles. We have the original one there, the little Asian inspired one. We have a desert themed one right there. This is our like Italian Spanish version, and then this one right here is a little castle-y style right there. And one of my favorites is, oh man, this little pirate themed one here too. Look at that thing. I love that one. But this one right here, oh, a little almost like a Viking Nordic style. Oh, that was one of my favorites. If you guys want to see towers, I think I asked this one time before. If you guys want to see little tower attachments to this, I am so down to do that. I'm thinking I could do that very soon. I'm super inspired. Adding some mini towers connecting to those walls. Let me know down below. Put hashtag walls. Let me know. Oh, now this right here are towers, man. This was so awesome. We actually started with the left tower. Then I made another version of that left tower in the center, and then added a little peak. And then I decided, you know what? Let's ruin it. So it's pretty much the same tower 3 different ways. One with an open castle-y feel, one with a nice tower tip like that, with a little peak right there, and then a ruined one. And this was so fun to make. I think I'm gonna make another tower video and do like 3 different ways to make it as well in a different style. Ooh, I got an idea. Oh, now right here with our little townhouse, oh, little starter townhouse. I love this style. You know what? I'm getting inspired right now just walking through these old builds. I want to build some stuff right now. After the video, I'm gonna do some things. But this was so cool. This was actually, you can add this in any kind of medieval city. You can actually connect this to other builds too. You can attach them. Maybe you could even get rid of a certain side. Like you can get rid of this balcony, attach more buildings, or you can get rid of this stair, add more buildings to the side. But I made it so that you could have it individually if you want it just standalone. But this is totally expandable. You can go down the road connecting this style together. Now we're back to some more medieval styles, and this one I wanted to change the block palette, have something completely different. So I went with a brick bottom and then a nice tannish Tudor style at the top. So we went with some of the sandstone right there, smooth sandstone with some dark oak, and that combination of the brick with the granite. Don't be scared. A lot of people are scared of that. It looks really good in 1.14's default textures. Don't you worry. Old textures, maybe not. New textures, 1.14 plus, yes, that is so good. Especially mixing the granite with the brick. Don't be scared. It's looking so good. Also, look at this interior. Now we're jumping from medieval to some Italian, and oh man, I love this style and the way it's all messy as well. We went with some yellow terracotta right here, which I hardly ever use colors, and I need to come back to colors because these are so nice, especially when you break it up with some of the cobble, some mossy. Oh, so good, especially for the Italian style. And we had like little brokenness on the bottom, some vine walls going up, mossiness everywhere. Look at that interior right there. Look how pretty. That's so cool. Now, one of my only modern builds here in the flat world, we got this cool A-frame style. It's not really full A-frame, but it's not fully like crazy modern or anything. The shapes are cool. I love these shapes so much. I need to go ahead and practice more modern stuff. And this one was so fun to make. Once I did it, I got the itch. You know, maybe the itch is coming back. I might do something a little bit bigger. Maybe a little cliffside version of this, but more. But let's go with more boxier frames maybe next time. Except, well, it's kind of boxy already, but without this crazy roof style. I got a couple ideas though, but what do you think? This is our first in a long time. Let me know if you guys want to see more me experimenting with modern stuff. I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying. Now this right here is one of my favorite builds on this plot. It is my favorite block palette style for medieval. It's also broken. It's nice and rustic. It has this palette right here with the dark oak logs, the oak planks with the stripped oak textured stone-based bottoms, pop outs everywhere. Oh, so cool. This is actually, yeah, this is one of my favorites. A little overhang bit with the details there on the bottom. And yeah, we have lovely interior inside as well. And it's so cool. This one is actually, I think, top 3 in this world right here. Now, my single player world, I did this tiny little Asian starter house, and this is actually for my dog Bubbles, so I had to share it. You guys liked it, and it's so cool. This one right here. Is Bubbles inside? No, she's not. Okay. Now, from Asian style to Spanish style. This is our little Spanish villa, our little tiny little Spanish villa. It was so awesome to make. We also had these little side walls that I actually got inspired by the walls we did in the beginning, and it was so cool to make. This one has a little little pass right here, and it goes around. We got little wall connections here, and it's just so cool. I love this. I need to do this in a large scale. Let me know if you guys want to see more Spanish style villas. This right here, oh, that block palette. Also adding a little bit of the regular terracotta with the brick and the granite. You just don't know. Look at that. Oh baby, check this out now. I really got inspired by that granite brick texture, and I wanted to do something fantasy style, something a little bigger than normal. And check this out. This is our fantasy style house. Also has a nice little underpass right here. We can go under, go out to the other side, and continue on this end. And this house right here, oh, one of my favorite fantasy style houses. We got pop outs everywhere. We got details all over the place. Look at the interior on this bad boy. Nice and tight. Tight quarters, maze-like. You're running around. You have no idea what's happening. Let me break that. Now, I had a lot of people asking for a tiny little medieval style house, and I came up with this one. This is so tiny. It is so cool. I love it so much. It is a little 5x5. It's not even a 5x5. What is this? This is not even a 5x5. Look at this, a 3x5, and that is so cool. I love this size. I was in shock actually when I walked in here. We also have little Easter eggs down there, but you know, watch for the builds. If you guys want to walk around, there's Easter eggs everywhere, little hidden spots, and hopefully you enjoy. But this was so much fun to make. I want to go back to a little mini, scaled down size builds, just big builds that you normally think they're big, but tiny, like a tiny little bakery, a tiny little castle, a tiny little keep. Oh, that'll be so cool. Maybe we'll do a tiny little village. I don't know. I think I'm inspired. Now, right here, we have our advanced storage building. So this one's actually a crowd favorite. We actually made a regular starter storage a little while back, and this was the advanced version of that. So this is the thick boy version. And I'm still thinking about doing an even bigger one, but I don't think anybody's ever going to need any more chests than this, but I will maybe do it coming up. So I think this is good enough. There's a cat somewhere. Where? I heard him. Well, there's a pretty big storage, so I don't know if you're ever gonna need more than this, but I'll do it for the crazy people. I'll do a bigger version eventually. Let me know if you guys want to see a bigger version than this. Put hashtag storage. Let me know. Alright, so here we started messing with some redstone and making some redstone pretty. So we got some other ones coming up very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But this one's this little automatic wool farm right here, and it's still, I think I turned it off because I didn't want to lag the place, but you can get all your wool right here, the dispensers with the shears, just pretty much shear everything up right here. I took the redstone out so it doesn't work, but it does work now. It did work before. It's fine. It works. So a lot of people were asking me to make a build to house an AFK fish farm, and I came up with this one, and I love it. I love it so much. We got the thatch roof. We got almost like a little Nordic style. We got a little fishing hole here on the side, and the AFK fish farm is right on the inside here. This is the dock end version, which is the best in the world. I love it. But yeah, this is a very, very cool build. I think I got an idea for another version in a different style that might be coming up soon. We might do a 5 versions of AFK fish farm houses. So if you guys want to see something like that, let me know. Put hashtag AFK fish farm. Now here's another one of our Asian inspired builds, and this was another little starter house that I love, and actually this one's inspired so much by my single player world. I don't think I have an exact build like this in the single player world, so I wanted to have something unique to the tutorials, and this right here, this is so fun. I love it so much. We have also interior here. I love the window styles like this, so we got a little kitchen area. We have ourselves a nice little bedroom. Also on the top we have storage everywhere, and yeah, this was a good one. I like that. I gotta get some more Asian inspired builds out for you guys because I got so much inspiration. And here we go back with some more medieval stuff, and this one I love just because of that tower accent in the center. It just makes everything pop. If it didn't have that tower, it would still look pretty good, but it would look just pretty similar to what we've done before, but adding that tower in the middle just stands out so much. Little castle-y bits here. We have a little seating area on top, big old giant fireplace, and I love those stairs on the outside. That's one of my favorite things to do, putting stairs on the outside to go to a second floor for a medieval style house. But we're going with the typical technique. We got the stone bottom base, we got the Tudor style on the top, but changing block palettes from what we've been doing before. So this one has a mix of stones on the bottom, but then over here we have sandstone, regular sandstone. We got smooth stripped, look at that, stripped spruce, and also the brick top. Oh, so cool with that tower on the top. I love it. Now this one right here, we have ourselves a nice little horse stable. Pretty cool, pretty simple. Has a little tower bit on the top and perfect for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses hanging out. Some of them are sharing, but that's fine. They're friends. Don't worry about it. But yeah, this stable is one of my favorites. Now some people were asking me for a big medieval style house, and I went pretty big with this one. So this one is actually almost like a townhouse with a very large townhouse. This one over here, it has 1, 2, 3 stories. Then we have a connecting bridge to go around to the next side with another 3-story tower. It has like almost like a little warehouse lift on this side. So much amazingness in here. This interior for the whole entire thing. But yeah, you guys gotta check out this tutorial. It took a long time to get this all set up, but it was so much fun to make, and I can just see this inside a medieval city somewhere, maybe even close to like a dockside areas. You see this little lift, almost like a little warehouse slash townhouse connection here. We can even have a little business on the first floor. Over here, we got a little section that sells like baked goods here on a little cart, but it's so cool. We even have little pipes here, so it's a little more advanced than medieval. I say maybe you can even throw a little steampunk style, having pipes and then water on the floor right there. Those water features are the best. Now this one over here was inspired by my little cabin in the woods that I did one time, and it was so fun to make. We have campfire blocks for little overhangs here. We have a section here for crops, and yeah, if lightning struck this, it would go in flames. Make sure you have fire tick off. If not, this thing's gone. But I love this so much. The porch alone is what makes it stand out for me. We also started giving a little bit of different textures for Tudor styles. I started bringing in some brown concrete powder here with the regular spruce, and that just pops. I love that brown concrete powder. There's kitty cats everywhere. There's a cat here somewhere. But I love this one. This one's so awesome. And you can also convert this. It doesn't have to be a section for crops. You can have this almost like a little seating area here. You can put pretty much anything. You can make this into an animal pen. But yeah, you can use any of these designs and modify it, and you can do pretty much anything with them. So I made a tiny little starter house for an Asian inspired village that I have in my world, and this is tiny, but it does so much. We got a little bed up here on the top, compact and very, very nice. I also love this, almost like a little mat right there in the front, and we have almost like a tiered up section and then tiers back down of crops, all compact, all in one little small area. So it's like a little footprint that you can have in your world, just if you wanted to try out some Asian inspired builds. Now we're here to a crowd favorite, and literally right now I believe it's in the top 5 of the most watched tutorials that I have on the channel. It is our ultimate barn, and this is my favorite barn of all time, without a doubt. It has everything you need. We have a section for stables, we have a little section for chickens, and yes, there's no animals here because they were lagging. It's fine. They went to a good place, except for these bunnies. There's no way I'm gonna get rid of these bunnies. We have a little bunny section over here as well. On the inside, we have plenty of space for more animals. Don't worry, they're safe. They're somewhere else. There was cows and there were sheep here. On the top as well, we have a whole section here for storage, for smelting, and yeah, favorite. Now this build right here was inspired by our little wooden one we see over there, and I wanted to go with a darker texture, and I wanted to go with a different style here. Also have like an elevated platform with our crops on the top, and very, very wood-like. Fire take off, please, okay? The chimneys, fireplaces, the actual texture right here with the stripped dark oak and the spruce, with then a lighter texture on the middle section, just makes it pop so much. I love the roof shapes too. I just started to think a little bit outside the box with this one. Maybe go with a little bit of a lower roof slant, and then have this like a normal one on the top. Logs everywhere popping up in the center. I got inspired, so this one was a lot of fun to make. Now here we go with our windmill. I haven't done a windmill in so long, and I was inspired to make one. It's not that huge. It doesn't take out a lot of space, but the details are all in here. The blades going out to the sides. We have the little bit of white, the traditional white in the background here, just kind of hidden in the back corner, but the main blades are out of wood in the sides here. All mirrored around as far as the shape. We have some pop outs here. The hanging lights are so good right there. And the roof. Oh, the roof is inspiration. I love this one. This is actually my favorite windmill of all time right here. And here we go back with some fantasy. And actually, because of the shapes, I think this is my favorite one over here. I adore the shapes of this build. I love fantasy style, and this one right here, oh, so cool. Thick bottom base, and it just gives you that awesome, like, this is a very strong structure. Especially here, we got these support beams here going down, holding up this big old pop out. So cool. The roof slanting down, coming back up. The details on the walls, the vines, the overhangs, the flower boxes. Oh, I love this one. Now this right here is one of my favorite enchanting rooms of all time. That's right. It doesn't have to be crazy big or crazy in a library or something to be the best. This one is actually my favorite because of its simplicity and because of its detail. And this one, you can actually plop this anywhere in your world, especially if you're starting out at the beginning, you want a small enchanting room, go ahead and do this one. This was actually so easy to do. And look at that. That's all it is to it. We have a little elevated platform up here, your enchanting room right here on the side, stores on the top on each side, and you don't need more stores than that. You can put all your books on the top, you can put your lapis in one side. We got anvils on every corner right here, and enough storage that'll last you for a very long time. You don't have to go too crazy. Over here we got extra little bits, and if you're enchanting stuff, you can have some smelting on the side. And if this enchanting room is far from your house and you have a horse, why not just park the horse in here while you wait? You can hang out, have fun, then when you're ready, you can get the horse and go home. This was so cool. I love this enchanting room so much. Now this right here was awesome to make. This one is almost like a little fantasy style, maybe like a woodland elf, a little bit almost swampy too, if you think about it, the way the style is here with some of the stilted stuff here. Also, it's technically a tree house. Differently though, instead of having the house on top of the tree is going through the house. So this one's inspiration. I love this one so much. So we got a lot of little interesting little peaks here, little pop outs, little brokenness on the top, the hanging bird cages. Oh, inspiration, baby. And then the interior is so cool. Go in there and check it out. But yeah, this one is up there. I know I say I love all of them. I do. They're like my kids. It's hard to pick my favorite, but this is one of my favorites. Now the Asian inspiration was flowing with this one, and I had to make a base, a Japanese style base, and this one right here, oh baby, I love it. It's hard to make in survival, I'll tell you that, just because of the dark prismarine. But a lot of people were asking me if they could remake this, what other colors would look good for this one. And I think if you go with maybe like a dark wood on the top, because the lightness on the bottom of the white and the white concrete powder and white concrete, I think like a light wood on top, or I'm sorry, a dark wood on top would be pretty good. Maybe some dark oak, maybe a mix of dark oak with some spruce would be okay. But really anything will look good, because look at the styles, look at the shape, look at everything. It looks awesome. And that kitty cat right there. Hey man, I got kitty cat saver. Is that Jelly? And here we go with one of my recent churches. I made this a couple weeks ago, and this church right here, it is one of my personal favorite churches. I haven't done a church in a long time, so something just struck a chord to me. I did that 114 Village remake when the Taiga biome. I made a church in there, and I liked it a lot, but I wanted to get a little bit more detail, something a little bigger. So I went with this one, and it looks pretty cool. Check that out. Look at that interior. Now with Red Dead coming up very, very soon on PC, I got inspired and I wanted to make something Western inspired. And I made this cool, awesome little, it's like an inn, a little pub, saloon on the first floor. It's not a pub, it's a saloon. A saloon/inn. And I also showed you guys how to make this little wagon right here. So check this out. If you guys want to see more Western builds, I might bring this to a series coming up very, very soon. But this is actually my favorite all-time Western style build. It's my favorite. Look at that water tower. And look at that falcon on the top. Or buzzard. It's a parrot. Now, a lot of people were asking me for some 2-player bases, 4-player bases, a whole spot for your friends to hang out and stay in the same area, and I made this thing. So initially I just made it for these two, but you know what, like we did with the towers, I connected them together with a nice little bridge, showed you guys how to make this, and this is totally expandable. You can pretty much go crazy, go down the road with this style. You can actually flip it and maybe even put it on the opposite side, connect it all together with a giant statue or something in the middle. We got nether portals on each side in case your friends are lazy and don't want to go from that side to that side, or you can put the nether portal in the center bit and then maybe in the middle here just have that open. But it's all up to you guys. It has everything you need for a survival base. Got animal pens, you have sections that you can go down to the mines right there in the corner. Oh, so cool, so awesome to make. This one right here, personal favorite. There's more coming though, stay tuned. If you guys want to see more 2-player or 4-player bases, just put #base. You guys want to see one of my favorite starter houses? This is it right here. I actually built this on our first couple days in my Patreon YouTube supporter server, and this was so cool to make. And you know what, seriously, top in this world is one of my top favorites, but as far as a starter house that I actually physically made before I made a tutorial, this is my favorite. It's so cool, so simple to make. Has everything you need pretty much. Right here we got a little animal pen, we have a little section for seating in the front, we have a crop area, and yeah, this is awesome. We have so many awesome builders too on our server. If you guys want to join, links in the description. So amazing. I'm doing tours. I'm doing tours right now, so be on the lookout for that if you guys want to get some inspiration. But man, the server's been going great. If you want to buy my server mates, put #server. Let me know if you're down below in the comment section. Now these right here are roof designs. I made this maybe a couple days ago, and you guys seem to have liked it. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more advanced roof styles, and these right here were just the basics, but get ready, we're doing advanced very, very soon. Now this is a recent build. I wanted to use trapdoors as walls, so I wanted to do a small, little, compact build, and this is it. This is so cool. Look how tiny this is, but look at all the details. The walls are made by my favorite block in the game. I have an obsession. Leave me alone. I'm not seeking help for it, of our spruce trapdoors, but I love it. And look at the interior. Look how compact, little, and awesome this is. Look at that. Love it. Love it to bits. Check out this bakery. I love this bakery. It's definitely one of my favorite bakeries of all time. And you can actually connect this also to other townhouse style medieval buildings right next to it. I made this almost like this is gonna be like the corner lot or something like that, and then you can attach builds to the side. But as far as bakeries are concerned, I've done a couple in my day, and this is my favorite. Especially we have this part as the actual bakery part, and then up here we have a little section for seating. You know, it has frosted windows. You can't see inside. It's so people are relaxing in there. Remember when I said that other building was one of my favorite starter houses of all time? This is right next to it, okay? This is literally touching it. This is the one I made in the Sourcebox server. I converted a Minecraft 1.14 village house into this. So, yeah, this was awesome. You guys are definitely enjoying your Sourceblock episodes. If you haven't caught Sourceblock, though, if you do, go ahead and check it out. One of my favorite series of all time. My editing game is on point on that one, but I've been having a lot of fun with all my friends. But this is the starter house I made on there. And I have a bunch of other builds that are coming tutorial form from that series, so be on the lookout for that. If you're a Sourceblock fan, put #Sourceblock. Now Spooktober is upon us, so I made this really cool graveyard keeper house with a little attached graveyard. I made this run really recently, and you guys seem to have liked it. If you guys are doing Halloween builds, let me know. Put #Halloween. What builds are you doing? I got a couple other ones along the way coming before it's all said and done, so be on the lookout. I'm gonna see if I can get maybe a couple more Spooktober builds out there for you guys. But yeah, this is one of my personal favorite spooky builds. And last but not least, this was the one I released prior to this video, and this is actually, I know I've been saying a lot, but this is one of my favorite builds, and I just love how broken it is. One of our abandoned cabin in the woods. This is inspired by our original cabins that we were making, and I made it a little bit more spooky. So it's a lot of broken pieces, a lot of details down below, down there. I think I went pretty crazy with the details, but I love it. I love it so much. I gotta put this somewhere in one of my worlds, but what do you guys think? Is this cool? I think this one came out pretty awesome. Alright, but that's it. That's all the builds going down the road. Hopefully you guys did enjoy going through all these awesome builds. Hopefully you got a little bit of inspiration for you guys to make something in your world. And let me know what you want to see next on the channel, what kind of builds you want to see. Let me know down below. I just love it when you guys give me inspiration. So let me know what you want to see next coming up. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all my friends who recently subbed to the channel. By the time this video comes out, I might have crossed 100K. I'm doing a little bit of a pre-record job now. So look, fingers crossed if we did. GG, I love you guys. I'm gonna do a little special video coming up because of that, but you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next Minecraft video. Goodbye.